Ah! Oh, it's me, the yelling man. Hi, everybody. Yeah, I'm yelling about the same stuff once again, everybody. It's me. Hello. Oh, I'm awakening once again. Oh, I don't know about you. I'm getting a little sleepy out here. It's a Sunday evening. I'm ready to go to bed right now. And I think I'm about to at this very moment. Oh, thank you, Gomu Gomu no Bazooka OST extended re-upload by some Russian-looking name I can't pronounce. Hello, everyone. How are you doing? Thanks for being here, everybody. Let's see what's going on. What do we got here? I saw one or two people, I think, doing a little sub-areno before I got here. Let's see. Chosen Unbred has resubbed for 3 months. I think we've got a phrase we say around here for that.
Thank you, Baxter.
TYB, buddy.
Easy money.
It's just that easy. It's just that easy. Nate, more like late. Very true. To those wondering, no, the show has not moved permanently to Sundays. I was busy on Friday, couldn't do the show then, and had some stuff to take care of, more so than usual. And so here we are on Sunday catching up. Could have done like a double show next week or something, but I was like, nah, that's lame. I like to do it as fast as possible. So we've obliterated the normal Sunday show this week, and instead we are talking pirates as we do. That's true. I had to reintroduce myself to masturbation. All right, there you go. You guessed it. Portkiss D-based. That's my guy. That's my guy right there. Nate, I'm making soup from scratch because it's getting chilly. It'll take like 2 days. We had soup around here. Michelle made soup that in our crock pot that was absolutely delicious. So clap. Can we get a clap for Michelle?
Shut up, bitch.
Now that'll do. Shut up, bitch, instead. All right. Imagine resting on Sunday. We need to concentrate on the grind. That's correct. That's correct. What's the phrase they say? Today's Sunday, a day of rest, but not for me. I bet you know what that's from. All right, and let's go over. All right, people, we're going to talk about a new chapter of One Piece. That's right. And we are going to talk about, are Kingdom Hearts streams dead? No, not yet, but they are on their last legs. And we'll see how that goes in the future. I don't know. We'll find out. I'm so sorry to be working on the chat with everybody. We're going to find out what this chapter is, because once again, it's time for that silly old vote. It's so weird to be doing this out of Sunday. I'm so out of my groove not doing it on a Friday as normal. I'm totally not. My psyche, my blood is not boiling as it's supposed to be normally. Okay, so here we go. You know what that's from, Epsidon? My man. All right, it's time to gamble like degenerates, as we do. What's that? Chernobite, Bonnie, peace forever.
Thank you, Baxter.
I think the people will agree with you on that. The D stands for Dawn. I wouldn't be surprised. Okay, gambling time. We all love to lose large amounts of money. Hang on, where's my thing here? This right here? Yeah. Okay, here we go. When we last left our heroes, people. It's true, the crew is still separated. That's quite cringe. All right, Goda was barely scraped it out with a 61%, but Hakta put in a strong showing with 39%. Who's that? Noogie? What do you call that? A Noogie boy, right? Like you do on the head.
Thank you, Baxter.
TYB to you, my good man. And
Easy money.
Indeed it is. Indeed it is. Okay, so Hakta and Goda are doing their thing as usual. Who will win this chapter?
Good, right?
We're gonna find Dr. Feelgood, PhD.
Thank you, Baxter.
Thank you, Baxter. Appreciate that. All right, here we go. The vote's about to begin. Hey, 300,000 channel points. Number is big. Oh, when the number's big. Oh. Love when the number is big. All right. I know. I'm time for our most beloved cringe, kill me with suicide Twitch memes. Okay, here we go. Oh, doing that Hakta thing. All right, you know what it is. Is it Goda or is it Hakta? Vote now. You got 30 minutes. What do we got? Is it Goda or Hakta? 30 minutes. Go. Boom. Vote now or be cringe and not at all based or red pilled. That's what you got to do. All right, go for it. So is it Hakta or is it Goda? Time will tell. Time will tell. Okay, here we go. Are you watching the new Rick and Morty in this? Hell yeah. No, I haven't watched Rick and Morty in a while. I just don't. I got what I wanted from Rick and Morty, and I'm pretty much done with that. Maybe if someone will convince me it's good one time, but that hasn't happened in several years. Okay, anyway, so here we go, people. Let's get through this so we can all go to sleep, because I'm ready to snooze. All right? It's chapter. It's shit. I see it's good. People say meh. Okay, we're all over the gambit there. Fair enough. Only the first 2 seasons were good. I mean, hey, I enjoyed the first 2 seasons very much. All right, speaking of Aokiji versus Katakuri, let's find out if that's about to happen right here. Sleepy Nate. They call him Sleepy Nate. He's got low energy. What's all right? What is it? But what you need is when Nate starts talking, there's only one thing I want the people to be saying.
I'm gonna come.
That's what they need to be saying.
Thank you, Baxter.
That's what they need to be saying. Okay. All right. So we're gonna do that. Ah! I'm awakening. Ah! Okay, we're awake now. All right. There he goes. I awaken, and so have you. All right. Here we go. So chapter 1062. Adventure in the Land of Science. Vote now. Go to Hacta. Place. You got 30 minutes to do it. Hurry the frick up, people. All right. Adventure. That's definitely that's a pog. Where's the poll? I mean, it should be. Oh, it's the betting thing, right? Yeah. Okay. People are starting to bet. It's a bet. It's a bet. That's what it is. Polls are cringe. Gambling with actual money in real life, putting stakes on it and winning or losing. That's the real big brain stuff right there. Okay. You click the hat to get. Is that how that works? I have no idea how it works. The good people of the chat will guide you. All right. Cover page. We're back in what do you call it? Totland. Tontataland? No, that's the other place. Excuse me. I need a slur. Oh, okay. There we go. All right. Dawn. What's going on? D-O-N. What could it mean? The spacing. Let's analyze this. I bet I could spend at least 30 minutes analyzing what the spacing could be. D. Okay, D. Smiles. Smile DK. Garugamesh. Sakura-kan Ikimasu. This is clearly setting up for Sakura-kan, a.k.a. Wana, which we just left. But we're going back, baby. When Yamato's going to join the crew for real. Gotcha. All right, just tricked you. You've been fooled. Shadow donating subs to Karn the Befriender.
Thank you, Baxter.
That's what you should be saying, Karn, to your good buddy Shadow. Hey, is your name Karn? Is that a reference to that old Magic the Gathering character? Remember Karn, guys? The silver golem? I had that card. I remember that guy. He became a planeswalker. Good, right? Future Mech.
Thank you, Baxter.
Thank you, Baxter. Sure, why not? Okay, there you go. All right. Okay. So, Gamma 66 is Cold-Blooded Voyage Volume 20. Can you believe it's been 20 volumes and so little has happened? That's kind of par for the course for covers. That's okay. I'm just saying. Oh, wait. Future Mech gifted the sub to Gyrokinesis. Okay, got it. Now we know. Where's the betting? I don't know. People in the chat, help him out. Help him out with the betting stuff. All right. Meanwhile, in Chocolate Town, Chocolat Town. Hey, remember that song Chocolat from, what's it called? Panty and Stocking? It was from like the One Good Stocking episode where she fell in love with that really ugly, disgusting ghost. That was good shit. That was a good episode. That's like that song and like the main Fly Away Now, Fly Away. Those were like the two songs I would go back and listen to. Panty and Stocking was a good show. I hear the dub is good. I don't believe it. It sounds horrible to me. God, I hate Americans. Just we gotta send the third nuke. Was always destined for the United States. We deserve it. We deserve it for being cringe, right? I don't think that's a crazy position to take. What was I talking about? Oh, right, One Piece. Right. Amen. Okay. So, all right, what do you want from me? All right, Frozen Town. Open your fucking eyes. Look at this fucking guy right here. All right, that's clearly Akainu right there, destroyed by Aokiji and his big icy power. Okay. Are the odds that this is Aokiji high? Yes. Except what everyone's forgetting, all right, what you're really forgetting is the secret line through this all. All right, Ice. Who else had ice powers throughout the series, huh? Wax? It could be Wax, Mr. 3? Okay, even better. There's another character with ice powers in the series who we haven't seen in a good while, who we've been wondering for quite a long time where they have been. That's right. It's Monet, baby. Monet was alive the whole time, and she's coming back. She's ready for her rematch with Zolo, who's now just like a samurai. She's obviously alive. She's probably merged in some sort of freakish law hybrid thing with Virgo. It's going to be a whole big thing. Big chapter 1 energy right there. All right, Nate was snow. Snow is ice. I always thought it was cringe that Oda made like a snow devil fruit, a snow Logia devil fruit. I always thought that shit was cringe. How is that different from ice? It's the same thing. Snow just is ice. But whatever. Okay, it was like an ice island. Whatever. Fine. I don't even care. But it was a cringe ass fruit from the start. It's just the same thing as Aokiji. Okay. Anyway, he freezes. Snow is water and cold. Excellent analysis, Civic. All right. It's possible. It's just a really cold day. Is it possible? I think this seems a little too deliberate for it to just be a normal chill day. You know, that's what I would say. Okay, so Aokiji involvement very likely, and of course we know Aokiji is involved with the Blackbeard pirates. I would say that this is finally something of interest is happening, and I would love it if Katakuri got to do something even slightly interesting in the series once again. Low IQ folks think it's Caesar. Well, okay, it's not impossible that there's like also something that like Caesar has done to freeze. That's probably not I don't know why that would be the case. Seems unlikely. When it's colored, you're going to have egg on your face. That's very clearly melted chocolate. Okay, well, I mean, this guy looks frozen. Probably not covered by melted chocolate. Oh, wait, I thought this said something about ice. Okay, so it doesn't explicitly say ice. But, I mean, it's pretty clearly ice, right? I mean, this is just Shinokuni. Shit. The most deadly disease. The most deadly killer attack. No, you know what it is? It's that guy with the cream devil fruit in Big Mom's crew. Remember that guy who, like, burned Luffy with cream for some reason? That's the thing that happens. Too much fucking sugar. Fine. It's White Album. Okay, obviously true. All right. I'm my money, if I had to bet, if I was a betting man, which I am, I'm betting all my buckaroo bits on Aokiji. Makes sense to me. I'm gonna cream. Opera, that was the guy. Opera. Let me take a sip here real quick. Also could become. It's one of those two. All right. Okay, moving on. Finally something kind of interesting is happening. Okay, the Gamma escaping. Okay, whatever. Fine. Never really cared about that. Katsukuri not again. I want Katsukuri to like clash with Aokiji for a bit. That'd be cool. Something like that could happen. That'd be nice. All right, we'll see what happens. But things are moving in a positive direction. Good job, Oda. And if the obvious thing that's happening here of like, this is Oda like preparing for like the Blackbeard arc a little bit, setting up what like Aokiji's eventual like what it's going to be revealed that he's doing. I mean, could he be in Sword? Would be extremely likely that Aokiji is actually like a Sword agent. Or is just undercover for the Marines. He's not going to flip and just become a pirate immediately. Obviously, you know, that's very unlikely. He's probably working for them still. Yeah, we'll see. Just for the record, voting goated, but really this chapter is mid-good tier. Well, we will find out, won't we? So, yeah, I mean, the Blackbeard, Aokiji stuff, interesting. I want to know more. We'll get to it. All right, finally moving on to the actual chapter. Here we go. Oda, what do you have to say for it? How can you defend your hack writing this chapter, Oda? I ate a miracle fruit for the first time and followed up with a lemon. I've got to say, the lemon was delicious. Wait, what the heck?
Thank you, Baxter.
Thank you, Baxter. This chapter is mid, but mid equals hackta. I suppose mid chapters probably do have a hackta, or have a... Actually, I was going to disagree. I was going to say that mid chapters have a Goda bias, because they are still... not too bad. If there's not like major things that suck, I would probably lean Goda most of the time, just because I am a One Piece fan and I do enjoy reading it, and it's not that bad. You know what I'm saying? This means that a lemon will lead to One Piece. Okay, we need to analyze this each time. He's obviously dropping big hints right there. You know, there you go. And that's true. A mid One Piece chapter is still a quite good chapter of something that I love deeply and care about all the little details of. And as long as he doesn't commit any particular sins that chapter, I can just forget that Nika happened. I can forget the sins of hockey. I can forget even New Piece. I can be like, it's still Luffy. I remember Monkey D. Luffy from Old Piece. I love that. And he's back at it again this week. All right, here we go. Schizopunk makes me lean towards a hack to vote. We'll see. We'll get to it. Now, I spent probably, like half an hour last week fucking talking about, dropping Knee Star with a hard K. Forgive me. Make a Nika video for YouTube. I mean, I should probably do that eventually, and I've always meant to like make like a Wano video, and I do still want to. It might take me a bit to get to, but Nika would feature prominently in a fucking Wano video, that's for sure. All right, moving on. Wait, Nate, what would be a worse chapters than the Nika fruit since chapter 1? Well, it would just be anything. I mean, the things that Nika did that bothered me the most were potentially fuck up a lot of things about like Shanks and Luffy's history and backstory. It also caused lots of issues where like I, as a person with an above room temperature IQ, know that Nika was not literally planned since chapter 1, as everyone who's being intellectually honest would agree. And it's just that what it's going to do is it's going to make people go back and they're going to be willingly overly credulous readers, and they're going to analyze things like Gear 2nd and Gear 3rd and think the whole time that like, oh, it was planned since Chapter 1. This was obvious. It's like, no, that was not the intention. Yes, things like Gear 2nd and Gear 3rd were intentionally partially silly. That's obviously true, but it wasn't like part of this retarded system that Oda made up of like, oh, it's actually a fucking Zoan the whole time with paramecia qualities. Ha ha ha. No, let's not even pretend, you know. You're right, Nika was a Chapter 2, therefore making it cringe. All right, there you go. Okay, anyway, not to delve too much into that stuff. Aren't OP YouTubers afraid of saying Nika because it kind of sounds like the N-word, and they're afraid of getting flagged? Pretty sure I heard that was a thing. Well, as you can tell with me, I have no such issues. I'll say Nika all day long. You guys are all my Nikas. We are Nikas here on the chat. We're here in the squad. We're Nika-ing it up, and it feels so good, you know? I love it every time I drop that hard K Nika. So I'm glad you're all with me here. Let's dive into it, shall we? Shut yo Nika ass up. My Nikas. All right, moving on. Remember my famous song Japanese Nika? Oh, that was a good one. All right, let's move it along, shall we? Okay. Vegapunk. All right, I forgot the actual chapter started. Jeez Christ. Okay, here we go. What a fracas. I wonder why they chose to use fracas. I'm black and I get an N-word pass. Thanks, my fellow Nate head. You see, I'm dropping because I feel a kinship with the African American community. We're all Nate heads out here together, you know. All right. I feel like a true kinship there, you know, and it feels good. Is this the year of Frankie? Let's find out. Vegapunk, what a fracas. Okay, Jesus Christ, keep me distracted. My attention span is so short. All right, okay, there it is. Year of Frankie has officially begun as of right now. Here we go. Vegapunk, you're like my role model and stuff. Okay, so like, this is interesting, sort of, because there had been a lot of theories. We know that Frankie had involvement with Vegapunk. I obviously, like, they hadn't met, or nobody had thought that they had met or anything. But like, now we know that like he doesn't feel he has like a particularly personal relationship with Vegapunk. He like admires Vegapunk and has studied the work and is now happy to like be meeting him. So okay, cool. So Frankie could like learn all sorts of interesting things about Vegapunk, and I am looking forward to seeing that. That'll be good. Okay, there you go. And you know, and I'll just say this. So like Oda could have done anything over the time skip, because again, Oda, as he likes to write, he keeps tons of things just not mentioned in the story so he can eventually fill in those blanks, which is very normal, and all writers do that, but Oda does it, I think, a bit more than your average shonen writer. And that's okay. So like I really appreciate that he's kept, it's a simple thing, but he's kept Frankie's relationship with Vegapunk so that like we are discovering it with him, and I just feel like that is in keeping with the best spirit of what like adventure piece should be. Like the characters learn about new things as we learn about new things, as we all discover and go to a new land and have fun together. That's like exactly what I want out of a series like One Piece, and that's not something I'm going to apologize for. Okay? And you have to deal with that. Frankie read Vegapunk's journal? That's rude. Very cringe. Not cool. As a Frankie fan, I feel like how Sanji fans feel 90% of the time, hyped up but knowing I'll be disappointed. I would not be surprised. I personally, I said this last week, I'll say it again. I think big Frankie guys, like if there was ever a time for Frankie to do lots of stuff, it's this arc. I think he will do some things, don't get me wrong, but I think that Frankie is, like, I hate to say it, he's just like not important enough of a character to be given much focus in the story. Because, like, what has he done? You know, we just think about it. What was it? Tesla here saying, I think Frankie is the worst Straw Hat just in terms of characterization. Eddie's Lobby is the only time he was interesting. Yeah, kind of true. And, I mean, with somebody like Brooke has a real, like, a lot of people compare Frankie and Brooke, including me, as kind of sort of late joiners to the crew. They weren't, like, deeply involved with the early adventures and stuff. And they had, like, kind of select goals when they joined. Frankie, he built the ship. Honestly, I mean, look at Tom. Did Tom go with Gold Roger to, like, conquer the Grand Line? No, he wasn't really needed to, you know? Jinbei exists, Frankie is not the worst. Well, obviously that's true. I liked Frankie more before he became a walking Tonka truck. Me too. But like with Brooke is a real emotional through line thing of, like, meeting Laboon. And there's even some weird things with Brooke. Like, Brooke really could have gone back to, like, meet Laboon if he wanted to during the time skip. But he was like, no, I'm going to stay with Luffy and we'll all do it together. It's like, you didn't really need to do that, my man. I don't know, whatever. Like, there are things I like and dislike about that. So I kind of think that that's true, that Frankie I love Frankie's backstory in Enies Lobby, or yeah, we get his backstory during Enies Lobby, I think. Like, again, Frankie and the crew being like the pervert grandma in like Oda's imagination, or like his like new family thing. Obviously it's like a joke. It like doesn't make, it's just that he's like not taking it seriously, and I'm like, okay, well, it's hard for me to like feel much of a connection. I mean, you're just not taking it seriously at all. And all ipso facto, therefore, my thesis being, Hacked is right in this one, boys. And I just wouldn't get my hopes up too high about like a lot of Frankie stuff in the coming arc. I want him to have fun. Future Mech, I'm with you. I just don't want people to be disappointed. That's all. Has Frankie fought outside of his Gundam suit in the new piece? Yeah, during Dressrosa against Senor Pink. And shockingly, that was like kind of Frankie's best thing in the entire. I mean, honestly, that was probably the best thing Frankie did since his original fights during like Water 7. Seriously, without no hyperbole there. Because it was just like it's not that hard to write shonen, guys. It's really not. You give your characters a bunch of skills, and you put them against enemies, and you make them use them. See, I didn't even really love that fight, because Senor Pink was the real star, and like him and Frankie bouncing manliness off each other. That was cool, but that was like a new thing. That it wasn't like Frankie is like always known for that kind of, I don't know, like manly bouncing off other people, guys, or whatever it is. What was I gonna? It was just that we didn't even really get the like, hey, remember strong righto? There was probably one or two of those. Did we get a lot of beans left? Remember those fights from Water 7 and Enies Lobby? Remember coup de burst? Did he do a coup de burst? Did he do all those? He did some of them, but like not enough to satisfy me, because Oda's priorities in New Piece have been much less about giving our known characters satisfying fights. There's been some, but less than I would want. You know what I'm saying? All right, anyway. Yeah, the zipper fight guy against Frankie, that was a good one. Remember when Frankie put the different drinks in his chest and got different hairstyles? That was Kino. I'm convinced that Frankie does nothing because Oda fucked up Frankie's design and does not want to draw him. Maybe so. Cha-pa-pa-pa, my average power scaler. How many Dory keys do you have, my dudes? Check it out. Ask your doctor today. Frankie has always had a sort of been a big dude man, like he turned the crooks of Water 7 into a semi-legitimate shipbreakers. I mean, yeah. It was just a fine point was put on it during the baby fight. What's his name? Senor Pink. Okay, moving on. So now that we've passed, okay, we've got panel 1 and panel 2 discussing Frankie's reaction. Each one of these is going to take about 10 minutes each panel, so brace yourself. We're diving in deep. Here we go. So Frankie saying, I killed 2 years in your hometown, Baltimore. Bald. More like Moldemore, lol. Fucking loser. After going through your lab, there was still a ton of stuff I didn't get a chance to look into. It's the giant mech of my dreams. Okay, right. Looking at the big old mech guy. Cool. Just how many times bigger is that than General Frankie? I can't wait to show Luffy and Chopper, says Usopp. What a stunning lady. Okay, yep, cute girl in there. Okay, here we go. Just a moment. Okay, based facts and logic. Robin Shapiro coming in here, and she's just busting this whole thing down sexual style and say, whoa, schizos. I think we've got a Yamato situation, and my big boyfriend Jinbei killed the last Yamato pretender who's supposed to join, and now since he's not around, I have to kill you. And that's what's going to happen. All right, I'm very excited to see that. Okay, so, I mean, what can I say? It's just obviously what we all theorized that it was last week because the signs were all there, so here we go. Robin is being a good character. I mean, it's true, but I mean, whatever. She's doing, like, anyone could say what she's saying right now. Nami could have said this line, or fucking anybody, but whatever. I mean, it's fine. Excuse me, at the end of the drink here. And so what does Robin conclude? It's the obvious thing. Here we go. Wait. I only read One Piece since Wano Act 3, and this is the first time I've ever heard of Vegapunk. Yeah, you're so right. Hacked must be writing this one, dropping these characters we've never heard of before. Okay, this is the first time I've heard of Vegapunk being a woman. And she looks far too young. And as we all know, women can't do science. Robin's just breaking down the facts and logic. You got to understand. They're just not suited for it, all right? They can't be doing, the women, they're not suited for doing the science. It doesn't make any sense. Very true, Robin. And she looks far too young. Vegapunk has been active for many years. Naturally. Who said this was the main stela or body? Now, I was looking at some of these translation stuff. That like there's whatever. It's like the Japanese thing. I don't know if you guys know like Japanese and kanji and shit, but just like you got like it's the thing where it's like written as one thing and pronounced as another. And I think it's written as main body and the pronunciation is stela. So like what does that mean exactly? It's like a thing with two different names as they do in Japanese a lot. Okay, fine, whatever. So I guess he just made up a fun name for main body, which I guess is it is slightly interesting right now because like so we're talking about main bodies of Vegapunk or whatever we're gonna get into, but like what does it mean that there's a main body? Is Vegapunk, is this just like literally like what's his face in Naruto that everybody's comparing it to Pain, and there's like a person whose mind is just in like several other bodies, or are they clones, or are they just like independent things? They're like personality traits that he's cut out of himself. We're gonna find out. Vegapunk made a robot waifu so he could go fuck himself for real. That's based right there. I mean, it's star and satellites seems obvious enough. Well, that's still, I mean, that's all like metaphorical stuff, you know? It's the technical stuff. I mean, we're gonna find out. I'm mildly curious, you know? We'll see. Okay, so here we go. You're looking at Punk02, Vegapunk Lilith. All right, there you go. And she's flashing her big floppy titties. All right, great. In any case, we always run through our research funds in a jiffy. So everyone being like, Vegapunk's actually a girl. Okay, that was, if you for a moment entertain that, which I took a moment, I put that in my brain, I thought about it, and then I was like, this is obviously not the case. It's being clearly set up that this is like a subversion. So there it is. So Oda confirms women cannot do science, all right? They're just not suited for it. All right, thank you, Oda, for clarifying. Appreciate that.
Shut up, bitch.
That's what Oda says to all the women scientists of the world. Fair enough. Not my words. That's Oda's words right there. Yes, her lower body does look very weird. Looks like an elephant trunk. This is actually her massive cock that Vegapunk installed right here. Kind of bending, you know? Mm-hmm. Wait. Where is it? We gotta play the one. I gotta find it.
What were they thinking?
No, that's not the one. Hang on.
Bruh.
I'm the Joker.
No, that's not it. Oh, there it is.
The American people are tired of women.
And Oda knew that shit.
Thank you, Baxter.
Appreciate that, Baxter. All right, moving on. Okay, so we always run through our research funds in a jiffy. So we'll allow you to skedaddle if you just relinquish your valuables. Okay, so they're going to rob from them or something and do research funds. Okay, sounds good. Nami says, what? These waters were chilly enough without you being cold too. Wow. Poetic. Absolutely poetic, Nami. You just fish us out. What kind of rescue do you call this? Lilith replies, are you deaf? This is not a rescue. Trespassing on these waters is nigh impossible. Resist and they will sink you without question. All right, so do we have more convenience piece going on here? Now, it would have been very inconvenient if, say, these giant ferocious monsters just devoured this Yonko cruise ship as they seemingly easily could. I don't know. I mean, like, Luffy's not here right now. Like, all it took was, like, a little current that based God, Jinbei couldn't even steer. What? With his level of turning a wheel, they couldn't even steer us out of here? That doesn't make any sense. The Straw Hats really do not feel like Yonko. I mean, Yonko has always been an arbitrary title. Again, like, you've heard my rants about it. Like, Big Mom feels like a Yonko because she has many troops. It feels like that makes sense. Kaido, same boat. Shanks, we don't really know about. Whitebeard, it made total sense. I mean, Luffy has been blazing a trail, killing tons of people, and Zoro could have killed them like he killed Kaido. So true, my dude. And he will. I mean, yeah, in actuality, like, Zoro is an extremely strong person. He could probably kill, like, many of these beasts without too much of a problem, so, you know, I don't know. But, like, I still think the Stride should, like, have, like, if they're gonna be Yonko, they need, like, logistical support, blah, 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 whatever. Again, if Oda just writes it so conveniently, they never need to have any influence on a large stage, and anything that would divert them from their path, like we saw last chapter, is just written around so that they don't have a need to do any of that, then great. We never have to face any of the consequences of that. That makes sense to me. Perfect. A little convenience piece for you there. Okay. All in on Goda? We'll see about that. Okay, so here, take a gander at the weaponized sea beasts. All right, big number. Whoa, look at the size of that number right there. That's a big one. Impressive. All right, they're popping out. Okay, weaponized sea beasts. They're in awe. Okay, looking at them, Zoro could kill them all in one slash. You know, one slash, he could take care of it. From looking at Oden's flashback, how wouldn't any current Yonko absolutely wash Rogers? Wouldn't wash Rogers? Do you mean because, like, Roger only had one ship? I mean, obviously, Roger is the Luffy parallel. But the thing is, well, okay, like, Luffy's called a Yonko. Luffy hasn't really, like, claimed, I mean, he's used it now because people have used it around him. He never, like, really aspired to that. It's just that people started calling him that because he's, like, powerful and influential, which he is. Just as, like, a one-man wrecking ball throughout, like, you know, the entirety of the Grand Line and stuff. So in that same, like, Roger was the same. Roger became the Pirate King. Roger never, like, conquered anything. He just, like, did exactly what Luffy did. Just had fun adventures and stuff, you know? So there you go. Meruem solos Roger's crew. Probably true. Did they have Yonko back? I mean, again, the term of Yonko honestly kind of annoys me because, like, or the way people use it, rather. I would guess that they didn't have Yonko because piracy itself was a much smaller thing back then. It was just like, well, I don't know, like, it was to a lesser degree. That's just been stated. The Great Age of Piracy began, like, with Roger announcing that One Piece exists or whatever. Or he just said, I left my treasure somewhere. Other people gave it a name, you know? So there you go. So, yeah, so maybe Roger didn't have to fight, although Roger did fight guys like Kinshiki, who did have a massive pirate fleet, so maybe he would. But then again, fucking Orlumbus had a massive pirate fleet of, like, 4,000 men. That's not bad. That's not Yonko level, but that ain't bad. And now they sort of work for Luffy, kind of. Okay, great. All right, moving on. The One Piece is real. That's the one. Now here's my favorite sound effect. Peta 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 peta. Love you, Denden Mushi. Lilith, what are you doing? Wait, do they even need... Why do these guys even need to use Denden Mushis? They're, like, super advanced guys. Think about that. I just blew the... I'm sorry. Hackta is spiking right now. That's not a Denden Mushi in her ear. Why would Vegapunk use a Denden Mushi? Oh, my God. I'm so sorry. Believers in Goda, it's over. It's fucking over. They have 6G confirmed. They don't need that. It's a ringtone for tradition. No. No, wrong. I won't acknowledge. I won't believe it. Oh, you know what? Maybe in that world they just associate peta 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 peta. They just associate that audio with a ringing of something. I'm still calling it Hackta. I don't care. It's a very small snail in her ear. Makes sense to me. Not even Vegapunk can invent a phone in this world. So true. Okay, Lilith, what are you doing? Why are you always looting? Have some pride as a scientist. Okay. Shaka, put a sock in it. Can your infernal pride keep the lights on? They're the Straw Hat Pirates, a newly dubbed Emperor crew, are not going to meekly surrender. Look at Lilith, she's cute. Precisely, they must have a heap of treasure stashed away. True. Even so, you've made a foolish blunder. Okay, all right. A blunder, I have them surrounded. Okay, look at the swordsmen, look at them, they're strong. That guy killed Kaido single-handedly. Vegapunk's like, no, I analyzed the events of Wano, and I understood before, I didn't read the news reports, but I know how it must have ended. Zoro, all the figures were there. Zoro must have killed Kaido. All the signs were there. You don't understand, I did the calculations, I analyzed the facts and the figures. It had to happen that way. That Vegapunk is definitely a ZKK believer to his core. No doubt about it. Vegapunk is chief ZKK, bro. So Vegapunk clarifying that, and his bounty is getting pretty high, 1.111 billion. He'll kill ya. There you go. She went against a Sicilian in a matter of life and death. So true. So true. All right, see how calm he is? Well, fucking everyone's freaking out. He knows you're in range for him to end you in an instant, which is technically true. Same goes for Devil Child, Nico, Robin back there. Yes, true. Although, I mean, Robin's power level isn't that high, but yeah, she could, like, assuming that Vegapunk is like a normal human power level, which is probably true, she could snap her frickin' neck in 2 shakes of a lamb's tail, and it'd be pretty based. Zoro is about to call back to the coat meme from Punk Hazard. Shit is kind of tight. The coat meme. Maybe. Like, give me a coat? But they got coats. I did enjoy that meme. That was pretty funny. Just like she cracked Black Maria's neck. So true. So true. Big Maria famously got her neck cracked by Robin because of course she would. It's Robin's signature technique. Okay, there you go. So what can they do against the sea beast? They can do lots of stuff. The strong can appraise their prey and prioritize the most essential targets first. You should have been more cautious. Okay, false sense of security stuff, blah, blah, blah. We know we don't need every goddamn piece of dialogue. I was careless. And here comes Zoro. Hey, Vegapunk, there's something I want from you, so you'd better play nice. Got it. And so the idea is like, it's your coat. Give me your coat. I'm cold. They've got coats. They've got weather-appropriate gear. Okay, so here's Shaka, my man. No matter, bring them here. Okay, so Shaka, logic. Dr. Vegapunk, Punk 01. Okay. Sigma Zoro negotiation, as he does, indeed. I have an interest in that crew. Okay, as of this chapter, the old man voice is only really evident with Lilith. Okay, but again, this is the totality of Shaka's lines in this chapter, so like the old man thing could be all of them, could be none of them, or we'll see. I mean, we don't know it's a man necessarily, but man logic, damn, would make sense. Dr. Daft Punk, yeah, could be a reference. We'll see. It reminds me a bit of what's his name? What's the guy Gohan's disguise that he was like a superhero at? Dr. Saiyaman, that's the one. Wait, I'm thinking Saint Saiyaman. It's Saiyaman, yes, Saiyaman, that's the name. Okay. And the woman is evil too, Lamau. Jesus, Oda.
Shut up, bitch.
He keeps saying it. He's being too base to live. Dr. Saiyaman, I like that. I think each Vegapunk has a different emotion or like the aspect of who Vegapunk is, and he split them up so the main body can do evil marine research. See, that's the thing that's interesting. Did he split himself, or did he, I don't know, like make like variation clones of himself with each of them? Or put his mind in them, or is he controlling them all at the same time? I don't know. Okay, let me see. Okay, off we go to the gang. So, you've been here before, says Monkey D. Roofy. Yes, when I was a kid, it was still a pretty run-of-the-mill lab at the time, though, says Bonnie-chan. So, how come you came back? I'm here for answers. I'll have that bastard's life. I don't like what I hear, okay? Vegapunk's the one that turned my dad into a cyborg. Vega, Kuma, fucks, and comes. Hard confirmed, boys. Now, she could be a test tube baby. Perhaps the cum was extracted. Okay. It's not... Okay, well, that's awesome. It's not awesome. He's completely lost his sense of self. He doesn't even know who he is anymore. He's nothing but a living weapon now. That's awful. Unforgivable. Okay. Sorry, Bogey. He accidentally grabbed her butt. Oh, no. Jinbei's going in for a squeeze on her ass, like in Final Fantasy IX. Remember that legendary scene in Final Fantasy IX? I know I do. Okay, Bonnie's cute. All right, well, here we go. So, like... Again, this is shonen. Let's not, like... There's just no need to assume too many lies or shit or whatever being said. So soft. Yeah, you know what's up. In the world of One Piece, nobody is blood-related. Okay, maybe they're not blood-related. I don't even care. I know one thing about Kuma, and it's that he fucks and comes. All right, two things. I know two things about Kuma. So she's the daughter, right? Okay, so this implies several things. It's been said before that Kuma was the king of Sorbet Kingdom in the South Blue. So now, I mean, whatever, that just seems to be true. And he was called the Tyrant, which I wonder if that was related to, like, his rule as a king being, like, brutal or something. Or maybe not. I don't know. So, so Kuma is Bonnie's dad. And, I mean, until something else is shown, I'm just going to assume that she's his actual daughter. Because why would I assume anything else? You know, it makes sense to me. Tyrant has always seemed like world government propaganda. I mean, who knows? So Bonnie, people have been wondering about this. People thought that, like, it would be interesting if Bonnie was actually very old and was actually, like, an old person. Okay, unfortunately, it does seem like the arc we're getting now, just assuming that she is his daughter, just even if she's not biologically. Okay, some people were thinking, like, no, Oda's setting up this epic thing. In fact, this actually, now that I think about it, this is a kind of big implications for Bonnie's characters. Lots of us kind of thought and hoped it would be really cool if the character with, like, the de-aging power, Bonnie, had the ability to, like live for a very, very long time, you know? If she can just keep de-aging herself, she'll never die of old age, right? Depending on how the power works. So she's a princess. She will be the princess of this arc. That would be fine. We've seen her de-age herself and age herself. We know that she can do that. So, so what Oda could have done is that she could have been a very, very old character, like from the Void Century. She could be someone living today from the Void Century or something like that. Okay, instead of anything like that, of anything even remotely interesting like that. She just is the age she looks as far as I mean, maybe there'll be something. It's just like, she's Kuma's daughter, her age being like, like 19, 20, something like that, 25, somewhere in that range. It just like seems to just make sense that she just is a young-ish woman in this world. She could have been de-aging Kuma. I mean, I guess that's true. I'm just, look, no, we don't know anything for sure. Kuma could be 10,000 years old, sure. I just think, like, again, you don't want to overread One Piece. It's just, you shouldn't let your speculation get too wild based on the facts that we're learning here. It makes all the sense. It is just the most likely thing is that Oda decided to not do anything particularly, you know, fucking just expectation subverting with them. Yeah, Kuma's like 4. I mean, we could look up Kuma's age. I mean, it could be I mean, okay, literally, Oda has kind of fucked his credibility a bit with like things like the Nika reveal, with you know, he'll just like make up. Nope, the Gomu was actually Nika. It wasn't. Stop lying to me. I wish you wouldn't lie to me like that. But whatever, you know, it is what it is, and this isn't even the worst thing in the world. This isn't the worst thing in the world. It's just like, it's a little disappointing. It's like I was hoping for something a bit more interesting. I know, Neon Yan. It's not, thanks for subbing.
Thank you, Baxter.
9 months, not bad.
Easy money.
9 months of easy money. What am I saying? Wait, this is not Kingdom Hearts 2. Right. It's, we're filling in for Friday that we missed. Sumimasen. You are right. We should have assumed Kinemon was just Momo's father and not from 20 years in the past. Well, what I'm saying is the most likely, I mean, that is a totally reasonable assumption to make about the character. That's why it was surprising to learn that he was a time traveler. And by the way, that's what Oda wanted you to do, because it was the obvious thing to conclude. The obvious thing to conclude about a character is that they're not a time traveler, you know? So, I mean, hey, Mawile, you wanna put money down? I will put money down that Bonnie is just like a normal girl who's like the age she looks like. I would absolutely put money down on that, because it just is the way the story is clearly going. And, you know, again, I can't say this for sure. It's just the most likely thing based on this is a shonen, blah, blah, blah. Don't want to overthink things too much. Okay, there you go. All right, moving on. Fucking Jinbei pretending to care about a fucking femoid, but he's too Sigma. He's too red-blooded American. He would never. In fact, he's known for his famous line.
The American people are tired of women.
All right, kind of base, Jinbei. Got to give you that one. All right, here we go. All the characters are time travel because they're moving into the future. That's true. They're moving into the future at the rate of 1 second per second. Pretty impressive. Didn't Kinemon Line pretend to be Momo's dad at first? Yes, he did. And, I mean, again, we don't know for sure, but that just seems like it obviously is another casualty of just like a little bit of a retcon. And it's fine. It's not the worst thing. I don't even really give a shit. It's just that there would have been no reason to set that up and to handle it so awkwardly, and to have them be like very similar in personality, and you know, like I guess that was just all a coincidence that they're very similar people. Again, I don't even really give a shit. It's just things change as a writer goes along, and you know, I'm just gonna keep pointing them out because I think it's interesting. All right, anyway, so boom, we're back on the service here, and what's going on? We made it to the city. Here we go. We made it to the service. Let's track down some grub, says Luffy. Whoa, 2 Luffys? The 2-piece Luffy theory is confirmed. All right, 2 Luffys. It happened. Here it is. Oh, look at Jinbei helping her up. Now, that's a gentleman. Nate, I love your content, but your Yamato was very shit. Not gonna lie. What do you mean? Do you mean Yamago, my song? Because I disagree. I happen to disagree. I think it was pretty based, if I do say so myself. And also my takes on Yamato were the biggest brain in the game. You know, I did get some comments on the Yamago video that were like, you've gone too far with this one, Nate. This is too cruel. You're kicking us while we're down. You are harming us with your words of violence. Okay, I'm exaggerating, but it was something like that, you know. I'm proud of that one, man. I'm proud of that. I don't regret a damn thing. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna give you a little insider thing. There's one little thing I regret about it. On par with Gabby. Okay, it's a little better than Gabby Gang. Come on. It's one thing. It's that I wish I had changed just one word, which was just fucking what's the line? It's like the main one. She has no when I said she has no role, she has no grace. This LARPer has a Nami face. I wish I changed one word because it fits better, and it's she has no role, she has no place. I didn't say place in the song, but I should have. That would have been better. That would have been better. It would just fit with the narrative of that little passage better about her having no role in the crew. Damn it. I'll regret that one to the day I die. I gotta remake it. We're going back, boys. Round 2. All right, there you go. Didn't even like Yamato that much, but it was just cruel. Damn, Alphonse. Okay, listen, I understand. I know that the Yama Bros were down and out, but they needed some cruelty kicked into them. I have empathy. I am a flesh and blood man myself. I understand. It's not nice to kick people when they're down, but it wasn't even at the big fans. It was at the concept of us in general, like being so resigned to Yamato joining the crew, and it like towel piece, bro, towel piece, and then it didn't happen. The people needed to hear. A strong voice had to come out and say everything about this was deeply embarrassing, and we need to stew in it for a while. You know, that's what I feel. All right, so that's what I feel. Towel piece was something to behold, truly. Go for the throat, Dylan. All right, if you say so. As a Yama bro, I accept I was wrong and that Yamago was hilarious. I appreciate that, EMT, but I continue to say I wouldn't say being a Yama bro. I would say you have shit taste if you were a Yama bro, but it's okay to have shit taste sometimes. W Nate and W Morge dabbing on the Yama bros. Indeed. What was I just going to say? Being a Yama bro is cringe, but accepting the inevitability that Yamato was joining the crew, to me, was like only rational. It was only rational. It just like, it was all there. It was all there, man. I don't know. It was embarrassing. All right. Embarrassing. Thank God it didn't happen. What can I will thank to my dying day that at least Oda, we may be deep in hack piece, in new piece, but at least Oda didn't have her join the crew. And then the thing becomes, why did you bait us for so long? Why? What was gained by this? Oh, God. Excuse me. I need another drink. All right, we're moving on. Time for an adventure in this chapter. Here we go, baby. Yamago was a fucking victory lap for the end of Wano. So much catharsis for me personally. I'm glad. I'm glad you had that. That's how I felt too. And we had some bad things happen at the end of Wano, interspersed with some good things, you know. So we'll see. She didn't join because of film red reasons. Let's hope so. In which case, based film red. All right, on to the adventure. Here it is. So what's going on here? Luffy, let's track down some grub. Whoa! Crash Bandicoot. Whoa! Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that I ran into Sabo at Mari Joie. Whatever, I can spill the beans later. Okay, I want to focus on this panel and just say for a moment, what's the deal with this panel? Because Oda didn't need to put that panel right there, and he's highlighting a character like not bringing up something. Okay, this is so weird to me, because characters like Robin were hanging out with Sabo forever, and then it just like did. Okay, well, all right. I know the reason why. Like Robin, who was hanging out with Sabo the entire time, didn't mention it, and the answer is because in the meta of the series, Oda didn't want Sabo to be mentioned because he wanted it to be a big reveal during Dressrosa or whatever, you know? So you can't call him a hack later. Hey, that's fair. Call him Hackta. And I guess right now, like, he's mentioning it here because she was there. I mean, I would have to reread Reverie. I can't even remember if she ran to Sabo. I guess she did. That's fine. And I get, like, he's highlighting it, but then it's weird that he highlights it. Did Robin know that Luffy would know Sabo? Well, why on earth would Sabo, who, I mean, the whole world knows that Robin is a member of Luffy's crew, why would Sabo not mention it to Robin? You'd think that he would rush to, hey, that's a member of Luffy's crew. Maybe talk to her about Luffy, ask some questions about how he's doing. You know, would be a very appropriate time to do some of these things. I can't buy for an instant that Robin didn't know or anything like that. So she definitely did. I guess since Bonnie's dad is Kuma, she might have some connections with the revolutionaries. Oh, well, certainly true. Certainly true. There's definitely going to be some of that. Even if, like, he just left to join them and maybe she doesn't like them, you know, I don't know. So, the one thing, yeah, I mean, a lot of us have similar feelings about Sabo, Nayalak. He's just a walking retcon, and it's a little bit silly, but what can you do? Akainu did have an interest in Bonnie. That's true. That's true. Maybe because of her relationship with Kuma. Okay, anyway, I just want to say about this panel that it's weird that Oda highlights it, but that she doesn't bring it up. I guess he wants to bring it up later. Is this going to be like a thing? Because Oda could have just not included this panel here. But I suppose the thing is he is trying to head off criticism of the past by saying, like, I did remember it. It's just that it's not really Oda's style. No, this is not a filler panel. This is a deliberate choice. He could have just made this a little wider, anything he wanted to. He's doing it to highlight it, but to not mention it, so that, like, we aren't wondering. But now I'm just wondering, like, why not just bring it up, man? Just bring it up. I don't know, because again, he just didn't need to include it, and like that would be his normal style. So, is it a change of his philosophy about how to write the chapters a little bit, how to like handle the story? I don't know. I don't know. Has Oda now revealed all the big secrets about the characters and the backstories, so that now he feels like he's not going to do the thing of like characters not talking about their backstory or like not mentioning it anymore? How did Zoro lose his eye, Oda? When are we going to talk about that? Could we get any mention of it at all? I want to see that Sharingan in that eye socket. Open the eye. All right, there you go. Okay, moving on. I'm so glad Oda got rid of Bonnie's awful hat. Did not love the hat, and she does look better without it. That's true. Okay, let's get to that, because I want to talk about how cute Bonnie looks. Okay, what's all this stuff? Is that a giant robot and a space monster? All sorts of things up there. Okay, so we are in Science Land. This really could have used a double spread, Oda. Okay, cut this panel. All right. Maybe you cut a little bit of this. I don't know, move some of this around. Make this just like a full page spread right here. You know, just do that. Do that. This feels so crammed in. This is like the big reveal, and it's just small, awkward positioning. And the middle of the page isn't even here. There's going to be a fold for people by the volume, like right in the middle, like right here. Strange. Wait, it's embarrassing Nate doesn't notice this huge hacked moment, which is what? What did I miss? Chosen Umbred. Doesn't make sense for Bonnie to think to mention it. She doesn't know Luffy isn't in contact with Sabo. That's not a big hacked thing. I mean, I guess she knows that Sabo... Wait, does the world know that Sabo and him are, like, related or whatever? Did they? I can't even... Whatever, I don't even care. It's fine. They can talk about it later. Whatever. Space in One Piece confirmed canon. I guess so. We've seen planets before. We know about stuff. Sabo may have told her. That's certainly possible. I don't know. Sure, why not? Okay, what in the world? Okay, now this is a very cute-looking Bonnie right here. Loving this angry puff of smoke right here in her cute little jacket. Loving this Bonnie. Loving everything about her right now. She's very fun. She's very Genki. She's like Yamato, but without all the cringe. Without, like, thinking that she's someone else and causing incredible headache-inducing dialogue for years. Loving me some Bonnie. Loving me some Bonnie right now. All right, excuse me. What in the world? I'll be back after I take one for a ride. We're infiltrating this place, remember? Gum. You mean Nika. Rocket. Remember that move? I remember that move. Okay, so he's like blasting lasers or something, I guess. And then looks down and... This paneling is not ideal. I was a little confused if he ate him or like bit him. Something about this could have been improved. Nate, how could you betray Carrot like this? I'm so sorry. In fact, because this is kind of not conveyed the most clearly of all time, I'm just spoiling. It's got to be hacked. It's just got to be hacked after this right here. I'm sorry, boys. We tried. It's all over. Okay, Lou's been eaten and he's dead. Kawaii looking Bonnie once again. Okay, cool. And yeah, it's hacked for not saying Hito no Mi. You know, Reddit. We finally did it. Okay. So, I wonder if this is like a Banana Wani reference. Remember those banana gators? Who the fuck is Carrot? I know, it sounds like a donut, OC Donut Steel character to me. I don't know, whatever. Banana, dragon guy, T-Rex looking thing. Okay, cool. Kaiju, whatever. So Luffy, he goes through, bounces off a tower, and they're like, is he okay? He's okay. They see a giant parfait, and they bite into it. Look at Bonnie, once again, looking very cute. Your buckaroo bits are on death's door right now, for sure. She doing a Roman salute? What? I mean, she's just jumping with both arms in the air. Okay, so they're going to eat it. Now, this is, again, very endearing for Bonnie right here. What can I say? Very cute And I like them. They're being pals. Ooh, this is so good. Oh, I'm so glad that Yamato is fucking dead. I'm never ever going to see her again. Pendle above the jump. Oh, wait, she's just point. That's just a point, goddammit. That's her. That's clearly her finger pointing. You can see her fingers curve down there. Come on. All right, hold. Okay, whatever. They're jumping in. Okay, the point is it's a fucking illusion. It's not real. They go right through it. We can see them phasing through. Oh no. Oh no. Who could have done this? I feel like it was weird for Luffy to like sweets. It feels like he took Chopper's gimmick. Oh, relax, Chief. Luffy loves to eat stuff in general. He could enjoy eating this as well. So there you go. These panels are fucking soul piece. Adventure piece is alive. You know, hey, I don't want to skip through it. You know, ironically, the chapters where there's just like a lot of adventure and there's kind of just like simple emotions. Maybe you remember this back from the old like potty cast days. There had a lot of these. The chapters where it's just like good, solid adventure and good vibes. There's like not a lot to discuss in there, so you kind of go through this quickly. But this is good stuff. I do enjoy it. Like things I'm saying about like liking Bonnie here. I'm liking the whole vibe going on right here. It is fun and good. So that's all good stuff. Jump into a parfait. I mean, that's not out of character for Luffy. Chopper, it's more so in there. Bonnie is obviously joining the crew, and that's all there is to it. Nate, did I not hear if you accepted the gamble about Bonnie being old for 4 gifted subs? Can I lock it? Can I lock it? Wait. Did I did not hear if you accepted the this was our gambit. Okay. So let me clarify, Mawile. So you're saying that and what do you want? Do I have to admit I'm wrong, or I don't know, like $10 or something? I'll send $10 to somebody if I'm going to bet with them. Join the Discord and like add me there, and we'll like lock that in later or whatever. But so 4 gifted subs if it's revealed that Bonnie is in fact like young, as in like the age that she looks. That's my contention. So like either she's like, I don't know, maybe she's like a 1-year-old baby. I would be wrong. I give 4 subs. Oh, wait, can I? I've actually never done that before. Is that something I can do? Oh, wait, I see a button. Gift a sub. Oh, shit. Okay, yeah. Okay, we can do that. I just figured out how to do it. I'll, like, click on 4 random people. Okay. It costs me money? Okay, fair enough. Yeah, I mean, I don't mind doing it. I can do that. All right, boom. 4 gifted subs. The contention is between me and Mawile Apocalypse here. Lock it in. We're doing gambling live. It's happening. If Bonnie is the age that she appears to be, like 20, we could look it up. She's probably like 2019, something like that. Then I win. If she is anything other than that, if she's like actually very old or actually very young or anything of the sort, then you win, and I will give 4 gifted subs to something, to somebody. There you go. Nate, I'm one of them. We'll see about that. Oh, this isn't gambling. It's a friendly gentleman's bet. Wait, how can gambling be banned when they're doing like fucking like the buckaroo bits? We're gambling buckaroo bits at this very moment. Whatever. I don't care. Anyway, yep, we're doing it. I don't care. If I get banned, hey, so be it. All right. Illusions, right? It's happening. Jinbei, this is Jinbei at all times. Ooh, I like that emoji, that expression. That's good. What the? We went right through it. Chopper has emu eyes. Uh-oh. What does it mean? The implications are absolutely terrifying. Okay, so he can't touch it. How can we see it but not touch it? Blah, blah, blah. So cruel to make us hungry like that. Indeed. Okay, so they're wondering, did we die earlier? No, they're not ghosts. I've never seen one. It must be a hologram, says, I guess, Jinbei? Or maybe Bonnie? I don't know. Okay, so here's Luffy. This is, like, kind of interesting. The One Piece is fake. It's going to be a hologram. It's going to happen. So he's doing, like, we can see the thing. He's doing, like, a little bit of a Gear 5 meme, I guess? Like, his hair isn't quite like that. I don't know. Whatever. It's fine. He's doing, like, a Gear 5 meme. Whatever. The 3D image made of light. You can see him in comics and science fiction stuff. It's just an image. I mean, okay, it's fine. It's Gear 4.5. Yeah, that's about what it is. New form unlocked. Gear mid. We're doing it. Like Sanji's rage. Yes, exactly. Like Sanji does that lately. That's fine. Whatever. It's a meta joke. Fine. Yeah, Chopper looked sincerely pissed off about this. Like he's deeply angry at this, and he's gonna kill some Nikas. Some Nikas are gonna pay. So sci-fi exists in One Piece. I mean, we're deep in the sci-fi arc for sure. I mean, it's gonna be. This is clearly like fantasy sci-fi, like in like a, like it's not gonna be like real sci-fi. It's gonna be the silly, goofy version of that, which is fine. But like we do have like clones and like DNA splicing. These are like actual plot developments and stuff. So like yeah, it's happening. But does Luffy know what space is? Probably no one in the world knows exactly what space is. Dr. Slump looking sci-fi. Ah, indeed. Oh, I would love some Dr. Slump references and stuff. I haven't actually read that much Dr. Slump. I did read some of it. And it was very funny. It was very funny. Really liked it. This ain't Psycho-Pass, no. But yes, wait. Science. Oh yeah. That did confirm that science fiction media existed in One Piece. Must be, or at least something like that. Oh, right. Comics and science fiction and stuff. Yeah, there you go. So, yes, it does exist in the world. I remember, I thought that when I first read it, and I was like, that's kind of strange. Mega Man-esque sci-fi, or like Astro Boy, or, yeah, Dr. Slump is a good comparison, too. Dr. Slump is super not funny, didn't laugh? Oh, come on, open your heart. Dr. Slump is funny. Okay, if nothing else, wait, I'm going to find the image. I'm going to find something to show you. Can I find this? Oh yeah, let me show you this page. I was reading Dr. Slump and it was like pretty okay, but then I got to this page. Oh dude, I googled this. This came up from my tweet from years ago. That's fucking hilarious. My tweet linked this. In fact, can I just open this? This meme, I guess I made this famous because I'm a genius. At least on Google results. Wait, can I pull this up? Okay, this is me reacting to this. Okay, calm it down, boy. It's not that exciting. All right. Okay, it is. But this is a page from Dr. Slump. The other bears should... They're releasing a bear they were like testing on or something. Other bears waking up for spring. They let him out. There's Arale. Right? Arale, I think. I can't remember. And then... This is the bear experiencing nice one. And he's drawn like all fancy... Like, this is what he looks like normally. This is what the characters... And then they draw, like, a hyper-realistic... Okay, not hyper-realistic, but, You're the genius for sharing it, not Toriyama for creating it. That's exactly correct.
Thank you, Baxter.
Arale. What? Areola, I believe. I learned it once. I'll learn it again sometime. So this is where the meme bear is from, like, chapter, like, 5 of this shit. Oh, and Elijah calling me basic. Oh, that hurts. Why would you say that to me, Elijah? Why'd you hurt my feelings like that? All right, anyway, I'm a genius. You're welcome. That's what it's from. There you go. Rayleigh, my favorite dark prince or whatever. Okay, moving on. Labry Cece, Labrat Cece. Hey.
Thank you, Baxter.
Thank you, Baxter. Would you ever consider guesting on the Nani no Anime One Piece podcast? They could use some based inputs to go with their cringe takes. Yeah. I mean, yeah, if I was invited on, like, any show, I would definitely consider it. And then, I mean, I'd want to know a little bit about them. Like, is it my scene? Are we going to get along well? I mean, I'm a very personable guy. I can get along with anybody. And I can soften my criticism to match a mood. So that, you get your medicine down with some honey and some vinegar, some salt and some pepper. Invite yourself to... I don't actually know these guys at all. Are they... I mean, I would certainly be happy if they were a big show and I could leech viewers from them. That would be nice. I would be perfectly happy to do that. But, yeah, I don't know. Like, I was on Nux Taku's show a few times, or at least once. We were talking about, like, Water 7 and stuff. Invite yourself and be toxic and abrasive. That sounds good to me. That sounds good to me. They're all right. Well, sounds like they could use some injection of basedness. I mean, again, I don't know these guys. Any show that I'm not, like, actively interested in, it's just, these days, like, like, this show is not my top priority in the world, I'm happy to do it. I like doing it. But I kind of set it up to just be like, it's a thing I do every week. I love talking about One Piece. I want a place to do it fairly easily. And now I've set up a stream to do it in, like, the easiest way possible. I mean, I wouldn't mind talking with Mort sometime. That'd be fun. And really, I should follow up and talk with guys more about this stuff, but maybe I'll get to that. I don't know. If you guys watch them, you could always let them know that, like, I don't know, you'd like to see a collab or something between us. And I'm not going to necessarily say yes, but I'll consider it. Gigakin Best Guy Ever is the most unexpected collab I have seen you do. Hey, me and Giga are like, I don't know. It's not like we're like super close or anything, but like we get along well. We've done a couple of things together over the years, and I should talk to that guy again sometime, you know? It's been, we haven't done anything together for, well, I guess since the Gamer Zone, what was that? Probably several months ago at this point, but yeah, I mean, he's a good guy. I don't know. I certainly wouldn't mind doing some stuff with him sometime, but yeah, he's a busy man. All right, let's do some mo shit here. Okay, it's a space monster. That's why I went through it. The giant robot must be one too. Okay, everything's an illusion. There you go. And there's a button thing. The blah, blah, blah. Give up. Oh, no, certainly that thing can't be actual food place, for it is also illusion, no doubt. Okay, and G&Bay's talking about any place for another Gamer Zone Sue, says Noogie. Not immediate, but yes. I actually kind of thought that, like, I sort of wanted to redo the way I do Gamer Zones. Because the way that I was doing them was like a fine experiment, but I didn't actually love the format of them. It was like the way I would get people who like didn't have a ton in common, and I would like try to do. It was kind of like hosting like a late night show and having a bunch of guests on or something. And like I would bring people that I had things to talk to, but I would either have things to talk about to each other, or otherwise just do a one-on-one talk. You know, if you went to Nihon to be on Trash Chase Podcast, that'd be based. Hey, invite me on, boys. I'll be so cool. I'll be so special. Yeah, that'd be something. Let's not act above our station here. I know that I'm a baby boy, you know. I'm just a wee babe. But we'll see. The Nate at Night show. That'd be something. All right, anyway. Again, Gamer Zone was just a name or for like a podcast because I wanted to do podcasts just in general, and I wanted to talk to people and need an excuse to do it. I love Nate and the Reverie, but BGE at the Reverie would turn out horribly. I mean, I don't think that's my scene. I don't think I've listened to like any of them. If I was invited, I would certainly consider going. And I may inject too many facts and logic. Nah, I don't know. And again, I probably get on well with several of the people on there already. But, you know, is it, I don't know. Am I of a sufficient profile to even be on there? I don't know. I just gotta, I mean, hey, one thing, I just gotta kind of raise my profile, and so some of those videos that I have been cooking up for quite a while now, and they're gonna come out for too much longer, yeah, I don't know, maybe people like them, you know? Too base and high IQ, I couldn't agree more, could not agree more.
Thank you, Baxter.
All right, anyway, we're talking about One Piece, here we go. So, my man Gene Bay says, the seas around here are freezing, you'd expect this place to have a similar climate, but there's lots of intense debates on Reverie. Well, that's good. That's good. All right, here we go. Now, here comes a very base character indeed. I actually, this is my favorite character so far of all this Vegapunk stuff, or all of the new thing. Looks like Astro Boy indeed, and that's not a coincidence. I am sure. All right, Swirls, a fellow Nika user. Uta hair. Don't insult this character by saying they have Uta hair. This character looks much better than Uta. Astro Girl. Oh, I like it. Okay. Actually, this is a winter island, but the environment is set to tropical mode in here. And with my island aircon invention, you can specify and regulate the temperature of an area right down to the soil. Again, these guys are talking like in the first person as the inventor, so like they clearly like are acting as Vegapunk or a part of Vegapunk or something like that. So that's kind of cool. Anyway, she's adorable and I really like her. But she's a big girl. This one's as big as Kaido, and now I'm going to punch her because she's big as Kaido. You're a hologram, hollow thing too, right? And then, just punches this bitch right out of nowhere. Haha. And then, kapow! Bam. Love this. Love this. Oh, she's adorable. I fucking love her. I'm sorry, says known Yonko of the Seas, Monkey D. Roofy, getting absolutely mogged by Astro Girl. All right, let's keep that Uo posting to a minimum here. She's giant, all right? She could crush you. The Yonko killer. Yeah, that's her. All right, so he hit the button and clonk. Oh, what's that? Oh, it's a burger, a Vega Cola, and some fries. A hamburger meal and drink came out. Who made it? All right, boom. So it's real food. All right, so advanced technology, insta-food stuff. She could crush you. Am I supposed to be discouraged? I don't know. We'll see. So there you go. Press the next one. Press the next Idiocracy reference. Is it an Idiocracy reference? Could be. I don't know. I watched like half of that movie, and what do you think about this? I watched like half of Idiocracy, and I thought like, wow, this is much worse than I expected it to be. It seemed like really cheap and like not that like well made, and I was like, wow, this is like not living up to what I've heard. I don't know. One of these days I'll watch Idiocracy all the way through. I didn't get that far. Okay, so here we go. Steak, omurice, tonkatsu, cotton cake, or cotton candy cake, ramen, fried chicken, hot dogs. They've got it all. Okay, very cool, very cool. Ooh, these like ingredients for like the North Blue, South Blue, West Blue. Ooh, that's kind of interesting. All right, so at least you appreciate my work. It's an unmanned cooking device. Okay, it turns raw and okay, blah, blah, blah. So whatever. It can cook. It's a replicator. Star Trek is real. We did it, boys. Large fries and chocolate shake. Hell yeah. And it's got a setting. The make do with what you've got mode is the best. Oh, that sounds nice. Okay, but I can't be too happy since a lack of competent engineers means that this bucket of bolts can't be mass produced. Is following the blueprints that damn hard? Okay, so we've got, this is actually kind of lore relevant and good, which is that, like, Vegapunk is way too advanced for, like, everyone else in the world. Even with blueprints, they can't, like, replicate her stuff. And this makes a lot of sense because the world of One Piece is in, like, the 1600s, or, like, I guess about the 1600s, or maybe 17. So there you go. The people are just not advanced enough. And also, like, do they even have the materials? Like, I know Vegapunk does. Oh, but Frankie might be able to. Although Frankie did say that there were a lot of... Well, okay, Frankie is a literal cyborg, so Frankie probably is pretty advanced at this point, you know? Oh, the 16th century equals the 1500s. Correct. So I meant to say the 17th century. 1800 schizotech, indeed. Vegapunk should buy Twitter, indeed. All right, so there you go. Okay, it really pisses me off. She says punching. Again, this is kind of an odd cut. I'm gonna call Hackta again. Sorry, boys.
His name's Zolo, he's just like a samurai.
Zolo tells me, the will of ZKK tells me that this is pure Hackta right now, because I think that this would have been laid out better. The paneling would have been better if we'd kind of like shown the dragon like lurking in the background in this panel and like taking up some of this dead space here and then like had it there, because like the through line of the motion here is just, it's not manga at its best. And I feel like this has been kind of the case for the last several chapters. I don't know. Is Oda like not feeling as good? He's not feeling as up to it. I feel like the paneling and like the layouts of them have been not stellar lately. Oda is generally shit at paneling. That has been the case for a while. Maybe. I mean, I would have to go back and kind of analyze. His paneling has been this shit for the past decade. You know, I do feel that I've been more clued into it lately. So, like, maybe I'm being... maybe, like, it's not that it's changed. It's just that it's kind of been this way. But, yeah, I definitely think the... like, okay, there's drawing, and then there's... Or, like, his eyes making it hard to draw, and then there's, like, laying out panels. Then again, maybe it's just, like, difficulty making the manga in general. It was good in Zo. Yeah, all right, fair enough. I mean, this does feel like a relatively recent thing for me, but because I remember some beautiful ones back in the day. But okay, anyway. It pisses me off, says Astro Girl. This island aircon is in the same damn boat. Its sensors can monitor living creatures. It could tame the weather if we just had a bit more money. There are endless ideas, but not enough resources. And yes, she did punch the hologram. They're still getting more food. Okay. So this will probably be plot relevant. He's treating it more like a storyboard for anime, TBH. Jura, I feel that is absolutely, like, kind of going on. And I feel like saying that is, like, a serious insult to Oda and, like, the, to Oda and the, like, the art form of manga. And I don't want to, like, say it willy-nilly, but I kind of see... I mean, I've been saying I do think that he's leaning more and more on the anime to, like, clean things up as he goes. I don't know, man. That kind of just feels more and more to be the case. And as someone who doesn't give a single solitary fuck about the anime and loves manga intensely, I feel that I'm thinking it's not my ideal, man. Clean it up, anime Jannies! Clean it up!
Thank you, Baxter.
Thank you, Porcusty Base. That's how it feels, you know? Which is absolutely the complete opposite of how comics should be laid out, and it's seriously bad in American comics. If you say so. I'm not too familiar with American comics, honestly. Perception shapes your sense of reality. Where is this going to lead? Interesting question. Okay, well, yeah, let's talk about that. So, right, so she's got gloves. She can punch the light forms. Okay, fine. That'll probably be relevant later. I guess holograms will probably be part of the arc in some way. Okay, fine. Perception shapes your sense of reality. Nika headmate bros. Nika headmate bros. Is it happening? We'll see. But touching a projected object turns that on its head, doesn't it? Debates on what makes something real or as old as time is something you'll have to decide for yourself, but I consider the matter settled. Look at her. God, I really like her design a lot. Even more than the other girl. I mean, her hair dealies, okay, they're a bit much. And again, she's the split hair color thing. Don't really like that. But I just like her. As like a big, like, lolly but big kind of cute girl thing. I don't know. So just what are you? Just your resident scientific genius here, Dr. Vegapunk. Okay, this is Punk. Atlas is her name. And Wrath is her thing. Better Uta? Well, I certainly agree with that. I want her to be a he. I mean, hey, things could be revealed. We'll find out. Her design is silly, but dude, yes, it's silly, but in an interesting way. I will take silly over most other things. I mean, see, like Uta is like ugly and bad, and I don't like it. This girl is silly, but also she's in it. Again, let's not forget, like Uta, I'm supposed to believe that like Uta looks like that in like chapter 1 of One Piece, when everybody just looked like a normal dude. And the most like crazy thing, the most bonkers character detail in chapter 1 of One Piece was that Shanks had really bright red hair. Wow. Oh my God. That's crazy character design right there. And I guess that Luffy turned into rubber. But okay, like that's like, yeah. The rubber thing was the most crazy thing. But anyway, I love this girl. She's cute as hell, and I like her a lot. And her having, like, split hair, it feels like it belongs in, like, weird science future world, much more than, like, Uta since chapter 1, which is cringe, you know? One Piece is black and white. You're right. I'm sorry. It's all blacks and whites and grays. Forgive me. I'm saying colors that don't exist. Astro Lamb Girls Kawaii levels are over 9.
Shut up, bitch!
Not funny. All right. That's like calling my pirate crew the white guy pirates. Sounds base to me. Set sail. White dude pirates. All right. Okay, so there you go. What the hell? That's a total lie. Okay, so everybody's calling. So this is last chapter was the setup of the subversion, which was it lasted for like 2 seconds until this chapter. So that was exactly what Oda intended. Here it is. Again, don't overanalyze One Piece, guys. It was set up last chapter and instantly revealed. It's not that complicated most of the time. I'm just saying. Doesn't mean it's always not subverting your expectations or whatever, but it's being pretty simple, you know? Vegapunk, I've heard that name. Kobe told me about you. Yes, Kobe did mention Vegapunk. I believe that was the first time Vegapunk was mentioned at the end of, obviously, Water 7. There you go. Are you saying this is a children's manga? I would never say that. My dream is...
Thank you, Baxter.
For someone to say thank you, Baxter, to me. Finally, at one point in my life. Okay, so... Luffy knows Vegapunk a little bit. I don't know, whatever. It's like a little weird. Luffy remembers names. It's fine. He remembers the name. That's cool. And but Bonnie's smart enough to know, you know, like this ain't legit. This ain't legit. All right. And New World. Here we go. So what now? Oh, it's the Cypher Pole's Aegis Zero. My favorite characters in the series. Okay, Stussy. I wanna stuff that Stussy, if you know what I'm saying. Where are their masks? Cypher Pole can't be seen without masks. It doesn't make any sense, Oda. I saw them with masks once. Okay, it's fine. The fluffy hat, I don't know what's going on with that. Did he steal Chopper's hat? I think he did. Stussy is adorable and I love her. Give her lines, please, instead of having her sit there do nothing. Fuck Kaku. Who the fuck are you? Get the hell out of here. Again, Lucci shouldn't even be a character right now. He should be off, dead, or doing something in like a cover arc or nothing at all. Why is he back in the world government? It doesn't actually make much sense. Okay, whatever. I don't care. Keep listening, Lucci. Vegapunk is technically still a single individual, but his genius is second only to his busyness. When there's not enough time, you say you're as busy as... Okay, whatever. Some idiom about being very busy. Okay, fine. Hey, Kaku peaked when he had his giraffe fight. That was great. But, you know... Now, like, I just feel like he just, I don't know, he's here because he was here before. Lucci feels exactly the same. Lucci jobbed so hard he got a promotion. That basically seemed to be how it worked out. All right. Imagine if there were more than one beaver. That was his grand idea, to split up into 6 people. And again, like, I'm not going to take this as gospel. The wording matters a lot. This is, you know, TCB scans. It could be lots of versions of, like, what that word means. Or even if he literally says... split into 6 people. the implication of that could be more than one thing. We'll find out. Are they awakened users since they have a hybrid forms? Well, hybrid doesn't mean much because, like, Dalton had a hybrid form, We'll find out. Well, I mean, I don't know. By now, like, maybe. I mean, Kaido didn't even awaken. And if he was awakened, why didn't Oda mention it one fucking time? Why? God, that still annoys me to this day. God damn it. I'm so annoyed by that. Fuck you, Oda. Classic hack to move there. Just say they're awakened. Like, Kid and Law are talking about awakening. They're doing it. Just mention that, like, oh, this is me doing my awakened power. Like, Big Mom is done. It could have come up. Same with Kaido, whatever. Jesus Christ. Just so guys like me don't have to be annoyed by it, Just say it in one sentence offhand. So easy. Just say you're awakened. That's why you're strong. Done. All right, whatever. Unless there's something about how being awakened causes, like, but I don't know, like, maybe Zoan's being awakened specifically causes problems. But okay, but fucking Big Mom wasn't a Zoan, so she should be awakened, right? Whatever. Jesus Christ. Yeah, Kaido should have just said, so you're awakened too? Done. Easy. Kaido even gave exposition about awakening to Luffy. That's right. So strange. Okay, so, in other words, all 6 of these satellites are also Dr. Vegapunk. And I am the weird one for thinking that sounds impossible. Genius is such a pain. Okay, so here we go. Atlas is 05 here in the raw, but her dress says 6. We'll update this once Viz clarifies. So they've got it laid out correctly, but as you can see, Atlas here has a 6 right there. So it does seem like there's probably a misprint because this Atlas should line up with 6, one would think. Excuse me. So let's read through. Someone's definitely getting fired for this blunder. All right, so what do we got here? So we saw Shaka, Vegapunk 1, the Logic, the helmet dude. So that is, I mean, that's a bit of a hack. I mean, again, it probably is just a mistake. So, I don't know, get your shit together, Oda. Come on. Get that together. 2, we saw Lilith is just evil, huh? Just evil. Damn. That's not a 6. That's a 90. There are 90 Vegapunks. Oh, my God. So true. Flare. Okay, obviously, these are probably, like, kanji or something. So, like, these definitions might be, like, not exactly right. I could check out the, oh, you know what? Let me see if I've got the scans pulled up right now, because I would like to compare this. I've got it over, I think, over here. Let me make sure this pops up in the right window. They might not have the newest chapter, because these guys are kind of behind sometimes. Okay, I've got my usual source here. Let's see if it comes up. Okay, and One Piece is... Oh, no, it's right here. Boom, I've got it. They're kind of low-quality scans, but that's fine. Actually, they're extremely low-quality scans. Okay, but this part is visible. Check it out. Boom, right there. All right. Japanese bros, it's time. All right. Okay, so yes, they are like concepts in kanji. So like, okay, can confirm. This one is, Aku. Oh, hey, oh, dude, you guys want to learn some interesting kanji lore right now? Okay, see that right there? That's the kanji for, like, bad or evil. So, like, how do you say, like, bad person? I think Akunin, yeah, and, like, Warui is how you say bad. Okay, but check out this. All right, you ready for this? Remember Samurai Jack? Do you remember Samurai Jack? What's the name of the villain in Samurai Jack? His name is Aku. This kanji, Japanese kanji, for evil or bad means, or is pronounced Aku. Right? I was actually kind of fascinated to learn that. So, like, his name, Aku, just, like, means bad guy in Japanese. That's just what it means. Pretty kino, right? See, that's actually interesting. I thought that was kind of cool, you know? There you go. There's your kanji lesson for the day. All right. This one I think means, like, justice, or... No, it might be reason. Hang on. I'm gonna pull up a G show. Let's just go through the whole thing. Why not? That's pronounced shoal. Let's see if it pops up. Oh god, there's like 1,000 shoal. God damn it. Okay, wait. If I pull up correct. Yeah. Okay, there it is. Aku, the shape-shifting master of darkness. Let me see. Oh, well, okay, so it's, well, just to be clear, this isn't like a Samurai Jack reference. It's that in Samurai Jack, they named Aku after, you know, like a Japanese word, which makes sense because he's a Japanese samurai, you know. So this one means correct, justice, righteousness, or is what G show, like this, the typical kanji dictionary I use. Okay, so like it might be like justice or like correctness, okay? Whereas they said logic. You know, honestly, I don't think I would agree with TCB's translation here. Tabun, I can read that. Haha, kanji. I would go with like justice for this. And it's like incomplete, but they're all, so like justice or like logic, or no, correctness, justice, righteousness, like evil or like badness or something. This one, that one means like feeling, kan, I think. Flare, hang on. Yeah, the woman one is the evil one, yep. Where is that? Wait, does that mean concept? I know I've got this here. Okay, forgive me for slowing this down, but I find this stuff very interesting. I think console. No, it's not. Oh, there it is. There it is. Okay, I found the kanji. In Chinese, it means want. Interesting. But this is le Japanese. Yeah, okay, so that kanji right there, means concept, think, idea, thought. On its own, anyway. I mean, maybe the Chinese readings are correct. I mean, you know, it's like fucking... One Piece is a very multicultural series, you know? So, like, yeah, this means, like, thinking or thought. Concept, think, idea, thought. Flare. Huh. Strange. Okay. This one is, I think, to know, I think? Wisdom. Yeah, that might be, like, knowledge or something. Just look at the end, they go into detail, do they? Well, okay, they kind of go into detail, but I don't actually agree with all their stuff there. Hang on. I know that's from Shitty Eye, I believe. Yeah. Okay, that kanji right there is details. Go to the kanji. Yes. To know or wisdom. Okay, this one I just don't know. And this one I don't know. Whatever, I'll just take their word for it. Wrath. Atlas and Desire Yoke. Oh, you know, okay, I might look them up a little bit more later. I wish I could. You know what? Hang on. I'm going to pull them up. But might as well go through them all. We've almost got through them all. Let me see. I've got to go through G-Show's little kanji dictionary thing here. Sun's on top, yep. And then what else we got? I see the kanji for water in there. Boom, found it. Okay, and that is... This one is violence or force. Yes, violence or force. Outburst, rave, fret, force, violence, cruelty, outrage. Okay, all right, makes sense to me. And then the last one is... Okay, that's lacking. Radicals. Nate, I'm going to be Luffy for Halloween. That'll get me mad puss. Hey, man. Bitches love One Piece. So I'm told. I have, through various circumstances, gotten laid by talking about One Piece, as I have talked about many times. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You have to count the stroke order for this shit. God damn. Oh, there it is. Okay, that's... hang on. What the hell does this thing look like? It's like two little 8 kanji. And then the open mouth, right? Is that it? No, what the fuck? I can't tell. Oh, Portcus debase. Thank you, Baxter.
Thank you, Baxter.
Appreciate that. All right, we got it. And it's greed. Ah, yes. Longing, covetousness, greed, passion, desire, craving, suru or hotsu? Suru? Okay. So, yeah, okay. So it's like greed. And these might be the 7 deadly sins. Well, actually, this one wouldn't line up. I don't know. I mean, also, there's only 6. Okay, it's not... Obviously, the first thing was like, are they the 7 deadly sins? But no, there's not enough of them. Okay, done with all that. So I don't agree with all these translations that they're using. But see, guys, this is why I'm so glad that I'm learning Japanese. And It's good to self-verify. Because TCB are good boys, and I love their work over there. Could be 7 with the original. I mean, it's possible. It's possible. But, like, this one of, like, justice or correctness, that wouldn't make sense. I don't know. I agree. The 7 sins is overused. What was I going to say? I can't lie. I'm incredibly horny after hearing someone hates Gene Bay. Makes sense to me, baby. Me too. Main body could be sloth. Lol. So true. They are based on the six Buddhist paths. That would make sense. That would make sense. All right. Yeah, it could be a compound where the stars. Okay. Anyway, let's not worry about that too much. Let's just read these names: Shaka, Lilith, Edison. Haha. I get that reference. Pythagoras. Lol. Does it really say Pythagoras? Pythagoras. 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 That's what I read it. Okay. Atlas, Atorasu, and then Koku. Oh, Yoku. Oh, yeah, okay, cool. No Diogenes, pathetic, absolutely embarrassing. Where's Sokuratizu-san? All right, so there you go. So there's 6 satellites and are also Dr. Vegapunk. Okay. Okay, blah, blah, blah. We read that. So, like, there's 6 satellites and a Dr. Vegapunk. I think, I'm going to put out my position. I would bet that there is a core body of Vegapunk somewhere, and that he will, like, be an old man, and we'll see him, and we're gonna, look, we haven't gotten the big, like, Dr. Vegapunk reveal. It's gonna be a thing. It's gonna be a thing. We are gonna get a little title card for Dr. Vegapunk, and it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. All right, there you go. And to finish things out, in short, our assignment is to return this problem child back to Egghead, while taking care not to damage any of the lab's precious assets. We're to eliminate every last Vegapunk, Kaku, Lucci, and Stussy, which I'm delighted that Stussy is back in the main narrative again because I love her. So they are Horcrux. They might be very Horcrux-like. That would make sense to me. Actual Vegapunk is in a capsule like Mr. House in New Vegas. I haven't even played New Vegas, but I was thinking more like Pokey from Mother 3 or Mother 2 also. Earthbound. House MD, my man. So they're saying problem child. So clearly we see the wings. I mean, I don't know. The skin like looks a little darker, but he might just be in shadow. Okay, this shirt looks like a seraphim of Bartholomew Kuma, and he's not quite as gigantic as Kuma. So like this is clearly like a, I guess Kuma was even that big when he was like fairly young. Note, Kuma's wings. Ah, yes. Now I see Kuma's wings. I didn't see him back there for a minute. I mean, for a second I was wondering, like, is that actually Kuma? And then, yeah, okay, no, it's a seraphim. So there you go. So they said problem child. So perhaps there's something wrong with him. Maybe he was like the first one made, and there's like issues with him or something. I mean, we did see all those many clones of Kuma before. That'll be something. Oh, and Bonnie, who Kuma is her dad, will certainly have something interesting to say, I think, about seeing her dad's clone being like a slave of the military or whatever. So that'll be interesting. Baby Kuma was a big boy. And what was the other thing? Seraphim is the plural. Seraph is singular. Ah, indeed. Thank you. And not sure what Lucci could have done to stand a chance against the crew at this point. Yeah, that's a good question. Almost... That's why I just wouldn't put Lucci back in the story like this. I mean, it looks like we're setting up for a direct confrontation of these guys against our main crew. Like, as powerful as Luffy. Luffy's a fucking god now. What can this fucking guy do against him? I mean, maybe we could learn some stuff about fucking, awakening fucking Zoan fruits or something. Usopp versus Lucci. Yeah, that's about on Lucci's level right now, you know? Possible that Vegapunk's dialogue about taming natural instincts foreshadowing Seraphim rebelling / not listening to orders. Indeed, that is possible. Okay, so we're meant to kill the single most useful man in the world. I wonder if this has something to do with the recent Lulusia incident, which never existed. Haha. Someone with instincts like yours should know better than to question these things, says best character Stussy. Agreed, don't get us in any hot water, Lucci. A calculated plan. Okay, so we're done with that. So each of Vegapunk's satellites are written with a character for the specific trait, but are pronounced differently. Their origins are unclear, so these are our best guesses. Okay, now I read this, and I thought this shit was, like, way speculation. And, like, I don't know about this shit, guys. Like, they're talking about this shit about, like, Lilith being, like, a second dark moon. Okay, I don't know what that is. I don't know about that at all. I know Lilith as, like a semi-biblical story or something about, like the second wife of Adam or something. Okay. Like, Atlas, I definitely know who Atlas is, because I read Atlas Shrugged, because I'm a genius, baby. Is a man not entitled to the sweat of his brow? Should have named one of them Ayn Rand. Should have been one of them. But for a true high IQ intellectual, no doubt. The first wife, Lilith, right? Something like that. Edison, yeah, we know him. The originality of some of his creations are disputed. Yeah, by cringe lords. Fuck them, idiots. Edison was so smart that he hired a bunch of gangs to, like, or a bunch of thugs to, like, beat people up. Because he was literally high IQ and smart. That's what smart people do. They beat people up, you know? All right. Yeah, this moon bullshit, I don't, okay. I mean, hey, this is the TCB, guys. It's in the editor's notes, right? They're just speculating here. So, hey, go wild, I guess. But I don't know. Pythagoras, yeah, that guy was pretty cool, I guess. Shaka, a Saint Seiya character associated with a Virgo constellation, a Zulu king. All right, they're just throwing things at the wall here. A Japanese name for the original Buddha. Okay, so basically you're saying you have no idea what this guy's named after. Okay, that's fine. The moon is important. Okay, whatever. And Stella. Okay, right. So like the bodies or whatever. Written as main true body, pronounced as Stella, which means celestial star in Latin. Right. Yes, it means star. Remember, one of these things is not like the other. It's this one. Also the moons, I guess. I don't know. Moon gods are happening. Okay, Bonnie-chan. Scary looking Bartholomew Kuma. All right, let's just get to it because I'm tired, guys. Let's wrap it up, shall we? So the chapter's done. We had some ups and downs. We had some Goda. We had some Hacta. Quite a bit of Hacta. This drawing, the drawings continue to be not that good. Not that good, Oda. You've done better. You've done better. We got an adventure. Hey, there was some adventure, you know. We got this character who I like very much, Atlas. I like her a lot. We got food. We got Bonnie. Bonnie being very cute. Where's that cute Bonnie pose? That was like right there. That's the one. Look at her. Oh, she's so mad. Okay, yeah. Okay, you know, there is adventure stuff that I want here. However, like I mean, this stuff is like, oh, we're bringing these guys back. All right, I guess. Like I can't say I'm particularly excited for like Lucci and Kaku to like interact with the crew, because one, I just don't want them to. They're like done and dusted characters. I would rather have new characters. I don't know, maybe they'll be like not that important, or maybe they will. I don't know. Do you think Lucci will bring back Rokushiki, or will it be all hockey now? I mean, Rokushiki has been like prevalent for a long time, even since hockey became a thing. So I think like if these guys are gonna fight, they would still do it. They would still do it. I mean, Shigan is something that we saw Cypherpool doing like recently, so it'll still happen. Bonnie and Luffy carry this chapter. They're pretty good. It's true. I mean, Stussy is the best thing about Cypherpool Zero, without question. Honestly, I mean, just like kind of like a mid-chapter, honestly. Nothing like major that I hated or anything. Art, a little bit mid, you know, not bad. Atlas is cute. New characters. The Vegapunk, I'm very glad that we've clarified the Vegapunk lore. There was no point in just jerking us off about it for a long time. B. Nate, shit on new characters like our Queen Yamato. Also, Nate, I hate old characters. I want new ones. Yes, it's true. You have to like only all new characters, or you have to like only all old characters. You have to make up your mind, Nate. Stop being a schizo, okay? No, I won't stop. I'll never stop being a schizo. Portcus debased. What level you on Wani Connie? Hey, first of all,
thank you, Baxter.
Thank you for the 10 buccarinos, Portcus. I am. I'll tell you right now. Hang on. Let me pull my window here. I want to say 17. Let me double check. I am on level. Might be 18. No. I'm almost done with level 17 on Wani Connie. I have been so reliable. I have been so steady. I have been killing it with Wani Connie. And very soon, I'm beginning, like, actually, very soon, I'm beginning, like, hopefully daily, but grammar progression. I'm going through Genki. I've got my shit laid out. I'm going to kill it. Consistency, I'm doing it, boys. I'm doing it. Why does Nate hate sword lore shit? I thought he was pissed that everything was devil fruit based. Well, I'll tell you why okay, we're using a lot of the word hate going on. Why I'm uninterested in sword lore and find it to be a distraction from much more interesting things. And we're not talking about like Zoro using abilities, like with his swords. I enjoyed many of those things. We're talking about like swords having personalities and like being like characters in of themselves and having like bankais, and like Zoro pulling out like this, like he has to have like a relationship with a sword beyond just like getting used to it. It has like a soul. That stuff, I mean, very simply, that's uninteresting to me. I don't know, like wait for him to make, no, I'm just not interested. I don't think he's going to do anything interesting with it. I think that like we're basically done with the interesting stuff with Zoro's progression in the series, and Oda now has to make up new stuff for Zoro to do. Like this has been the issue with Sanji for a long time too. He couldn't really show him progressing in any like tangible way. Honestly, since Sanji was introduced, the big upgrade was fucking when he gave him Diablo Jambe, 4-sword style, one up his butt. You know, that's the thing. So I mean, I don't know, like. You can do anything well as long as it's fun and good and interesting. I don't think the sword lore is particularly interesting. So, I don't know. Like, if Oda could make it interesting, that might happen. But so far, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, Diablo Jambe was fine, but it was like one new attack. It was one new type of... I'm quite fond of Diablo Jambe, actually. Like, the theming was great on it. Spicy Soul protects Sanji from the heat. He spins her... And let's not forget, the original theming that Sanji did was supremely Kino. When Sanji first used Diablo Jambe, it was this whole thing that like spices and like heat and spice are like the work of the devil, and he's channeling like the devil power. Bro, I was getting a little hot under the collar. All right, I was getting a case of the vapors when my hot boy Sanji was doing that shit. Oh, mama. So make it fun, Oda. Make sword lore fun for me, because you haven't done it yet. The Chad Virgo who doesn't bother with a sword and just uses a stick. That's my man right there. There's Kino here and there, you know, but it's just that we're not in the setup days of One Piece anymore. So things have changed. Okay, let's get to it, people. Chapter. Oh, I gotta pull up my thing here. All right, we're voting. Let's see what the people have to say about this chapter. All right. Whoa, mama! 89% Goda and 11% Hakta. 246,000 Buckaroo bits on Goda, a lowly 30,000, only 19 people versus 52. But these guys always put in a lot. Hackta Bros, you made a strong showing this week, no doubt about it. Now, okay, if Midda existed, which I can't even stomach the thought of Midda existing. Midda is not real. Is that the line? Is that the line? Yeah, that's the line. It would be a Midda chapter, but we're not cowards who choose a midway position. We must choose. It is cringe and cowardly, therefore we have to pick Goda or Hakta. All right. Can we get in the chat? Let's get it going. Okay, post in the chat right now. Was it Goda or is it Hakta? Let's see some emotes. Let's see some angels. Let's see some angles. Let's see some devils. What do the people have to say? Was it Goda? Was it Hakta? I need to know. Centrists must die and be destroyed. Okay, I'm seeing a lot of Goda. I'm seeing a lot of Hakta. Okay, strong on both sides. Okay, the Hakta's rising. I can feel the Hakta rising. Oh, it's happening. Oh, no, it was Goda. All right, okay. We're forced to choose a position, and there it is. It's a Goda chapter. I'm so sorry, Hakta boys. I'm so sorry you lost it all once again. It's all gone. All right, now was that the best chapter in the history of One Piece? No. But it was a solid, normal chapter of One Piece. We're deep into New Piece. All right, here we are. It is what it is. It's still One Piece, baby. Fun things are happening. Adventure is happening. I like that. I like new things. Astro Girl is very cute. Bonnie's in this chapter. She was very cute. I like what she's doing. I don't know. It was just fun and good. You know, what can I say? The Vegapunk stuff has been clarified. It's done. It's like a 7 out of 10, something like that. Who are you? I mean, who is this man who would say that it's definitively Goda? I'm so sorry for your big number. Big Widfer. I'm so sorry. All right, everybody. Congrats to the Go-To Chads out there. All right, let's look at our sweet new girl as we end the stream, because I'm done, people. Bonnie's doing that age play thing. Yeah-yo, yeah-yo. She sure is. All right, people, hey, there's a new One Piece chapter this week, and we're going to be talking about it on Friday in like 5 days or whatever. So let's do it. Prediction for how many chapters Egghead arc is going to be? I think it has to be pretty short. I'm going to guess. That's a good question. Like, what was Zoe? I'm just throwing out a number here. Oh, this is tough. So there's been 2 so far. Gee, I don't know. What was Zoe? I don't know what Zoe was. I'm just going to guess 300. No. I'm going to guess 25. I'm lowballing it. And I think it might be less than that. It kind of depends on what it turns out Oda's like doing with this arc. Like if he's setting up like a big adventure, but I don't feel that he is. I think that this arc is a pretty contained area. We're here to meet Vegapunk, get a bunch of lore dumps, and those lore dumps, we might get a huge flashback here or something. That's possible. And if we get a big flashback, that might really extend the runtime of this arc. I don't know. We'll find out. A small arc of 1,000,000 chapters, you know. Modern Oda is physically incapable of making this arc 25 chapters. It will be 50 at the very least. I sure hope not. But we'll find out. Prophet of Bionis and everybody else. Yeah, I mean, there could be a Bonnie flashback, a Kuma flash. I mean, at least like a short one. Because like, there's been stuff set up for quite a while. Nate, is Odin based? Look, some things about Odin are quite nice and positive and I enjoy very much. However, Odin was really crammed down our throats way too much. The fucking Pirate King, like he was too involved in like the Pirate King's fucking lore. I thought his personality was like a little bit annoying. I don't know. Like he fucked up his country by being irresponsible. He even came back while it was being fucking enslaved and he just left. And yet everyone sucks his cock 24/7. Oh, I was born to boil. Okay, he died for his country. Good. He should have died for his country long before that point. I don't know. Like, there's too much stuff for me to particularly love Odin. And then Yamato came. There's a fucking character whose entire existence is sucking Odin's cock. Jesus Christ. So, like, the legacy of Odin is quite tarnished in my eyes of just, like, liking him very much. But this chapter counts as Goda. Technically, it's over the bar. There you go. So we're done. Odin and Roger are the worst flashback characters. I mean, Roger's okay. I don't like some of the stuff that they're doing about changing Roger. Like Roger getting Roger was originally clearly intended to be able to read poneglyphs himself through this voice of all things. Oda changed his mind. He clearly changed his mind. Odin is the Kanye West of One Piece, and he's going DEFCON 3 on his country. So true. All right, everybody, we're done. I'm done. I'm tired. I gotta rest my voice. I gotta get to sleep and shit. All right, I'm out of here, everybody. It's been fun. I'll see you on Friday. New Talking Pirates, right? Hey, new chapter. We're going to get it. We're going to do it. Is it Goda? Is it going to be Hackta? Find out. Lose all your Buckaroo bits one more time, or gain them all, more than you could possibly imagine. I left all my Buckaroo bits at that place. There it is. There we go. Bye-bye.